Some files aren't corrupted, they're encrypted by intention, and some sounds were never meant for human ears. You may have never heard of Echosphere, a boutique, invite-only music streaming platform with ties to bioacoustic labs and a murky digital rights company called Amperian Soundworks. It was rumored to test next-gen immersive audio, sound designed not just to be heard but felt, a private streaming oasis where only a select few ever truly understood what they were listening to. But that's where it all started. In September of 2024, one of Echosphere's earliest beta testers, Marla Dresden, a 27-year-old sound engineer and lucid dream researcher from Utrecht, Netherlands, died while listening to an unreleased track labeled lucidsync_0.angelcop. Her body was found seated upright, eyes wide open, headphones still on, no visible injuries, a silent, haunting scene. Her EEG monitor, which she used for sleep tracking, recorded a 23-minute spike in synchronized gamma waves, a state typically associated with intense lucid dreaming, heightened awareness, or in rare cases, pre-death visions. She had been in a state of deep immersion. The song file itself disappeared from the Echosphere servers 7 hours later as if it had never existed, but a backup fragment remained buried deep on Marla's local drive. Here's where things get disturbing. Forensic audio technicians extracted the file from Marla's hard drive and found corrupted waveform data but intact metadata. The file was more than just a stream. It listed the composer as archival source, Codex Sanctum 17, Monastery of St. Euphratius. The Codex Sanctum 17 doesn't exist digitally. It's a rare, sealed compilation of 10th century monastic chants, kept hidden in a monastery near Reims, France. Only a handful of scholars have ever gained access. Dr. Lauren Shale, a musicologist, had limited access to the codex, but what he found didn't make sense. He examined a chant labeled Angelus Vocem 4 and reversed it, slowing it down by 300%. Underneath the reverb was the melody, a melody Marla should never have been able to hear. The music, it sounded like a prayer, yes, but its origin was foreign to anything in the codex. It shouldn't have been there. When played aloud, the slowed chant caused several audio software systems to crash. One technician reported a spontaneous nosebleed, another began repeating phrases in Latin, phrases they did not speak or understand. None of them had the context or the comprehension, only the sound. The Lucid Sync project was shrouded in mystery, a veil of secrecy cloaking its true intentions. What started as a simple exploration into the realm of dreams quickly spiraled into something far more sinister. As the investigation continued, things unraveled deeper. The more they dug, the more disturbing the revelations became. Amperian Soundworks had ties to Neurolux Institute, a now-defunct private lab involved in early sound as therapy trials for trauma and sleep paralysis. But this wasn't just about sleep. A classified file leak from Red Signal 7 revealed that Project Lucid Sync was a classified initiative designed to embed psychoacoustic triggers directly into music. These triggers, activated during REM sleep, were intended to induce shared lucid dreams. Subjects involved in the early trials reported glimpses of angelic figures pulsing geometry and hearing the same ethereal voice that said, "You are now aligned. You may step forward." But after the fourth trial session, something went wrong. 3 subjects fell into comas. 1 never woke up. The project was shut down abruptly, but not entirely. In the wake of its failure, Echosphere revived it. Only this time it was disguised as something harmless. Ambient dream enhancement tracks. That's where Marla came in. Since Marla's death, Echosphere users have started sharing their strange experiences on fringe message boards, claiming they've glimpsed the angel's copy. Not heard it, glimpsed it. One user, Oxline3, described a visual hallucination that occurred when their Echosphere app glitched during playback of a Dreamcore playlist. A room of white static, a woman's voice said, "You are the copy," and then my speakers burst. Another user uploaded a waveform screenshot of what they believed was the angel's copy residue. Hidden within the spectrogram was something too strange to ignore, a pair of wings. formed by the frequency peaks, a pattern emerging, almost as if the audio was speaking visually. The engineers who ran the file through a sonograph uncovered an encoded message inside the waveform: Angelus, repeat, realign. The meaning? Still unclear. But the repeating pattern was unmistakable. Final transmission, the Angel's Mirror. Then came the final transmission. 2 weeks after Marla's death, a private stream titled Angel's Mirror Do Not Sync appeared on Ecosphere. It was visible only to users with a lucid dreaming tag history. Those who clicked the stream reported hearing a piercing tone, followed by a gentle voice whispering, "Return the copy, the original watches." Ecosphere's CEO, a ghost-like figure known only as O Lorraine, issued no comment. However, just 2 days later, the Lucid Sync feature was removed from the platform. Gone. Except for one thing. On Marla Dresden's grave, her sister placed a music box. It doesn't wind, it doesn't need batteries, it doesn't age, but every year on September 27th, at exactly 3:03 a.m., it plays a melody no one alive remembers recording, and a voice, faint but clear, whispers, "You are not the dreamer, you are the copy, and the angel has found you." Some echoes, don't fade, they wait to be heard again. End of file, OB003, the angel's copy.